Welcome back to our channel. George is here. Today we're going to be filming, finally, an update for Pan Those Singles. This is one of the eyeshadow projects that I'm doing this year. I am trying to hit pan in a couple eyeshadow palettes, and then I'm also trying to utilize my single shadows more because I neglect them terribly. And you would think I would love making my own palette. No, I don't ever do it, ever. So I really wanted to change that this year. He's just here, okay? I need that light on. But George is on my lap. I wish you had thumbs and you could turn that light on for me. That would be like really helpful. You're not interested in that? Okay. Anyway, I feel like whatever. I just have my coffee here because I never get to actually finish my cup of coffee, and I would just like to. Yes, I'm wearing a sweater. It is May, and I'm still wearing sweaters. It's a light sweater, which is nice. Hold on, sir. Let me get my. He likes me to sit crisscross applesauce, and then he curls up in a little ball on my lap. We call it a lap nap. Let's see if I can move this. There you go. Or he's just gonna stand here. Are you gonna stand here? Anyway, at the beginning of the year, I chose 9 single shadows that I wanted to put together in a little palette, and then, work on these. When I hit pan on one, I'll rotate one out and rotate another in, roll one out, roll one in. We know how it works. Are you obsessed with me? He is. I've been making really good progress in one of the palettes that I'm trying to pan, and so I've kind of been neglecting this. So I made myself use this. Took this on vacation, and this was the only eyeshadow that I took on vacation. So I got some good use on it then, and I've just really been making myself use this more. So I have an update finally. Let's get into it. I think he was raised by cats. What are you doing back there? Excuse me? Oh, you're gonna knock this off the table. You were definitely raised by cats. You're trying to knock my things off the table. Oh, I pulled something. I'm gonna die. Oh gosh. I'm pretty sure I pulled a muscle turning around. That's not good. I need to do some more mobility work. That was an experiment and it went wrong. So anywho, I chose 9 shadows. I have primarily ColourPop singles and some Sydney Grace, but my ColourPop are definitely older, so I wanted to make those the focal point. I still neglect the Sydney Grace singles, but these are all very old. So the palette looks like this. I think I have a picture of what it looked like at the intro. If I do, I will insert that. But I wanted to make kind of rows that were going to be easy looks, so I could use all 3 shades at once. I'm discovering that older ColourPop shadows are pretty hard pressed and difficult to go through quickly. Large palette that I'm painting this year is a ColourPop palette, and it's not going as quickly as I was hoping. But we finally have some pan. We have pan in 2 shadows here. We have pan in Double Date, this beautiful purple, and then also Play by Play. It's really pretty. It's like a green, orangey green kind of. And that's really exciting. I was really hoping I would have pan in here. I have some movement in that. I don't know if you'll be able to see the dip. There is definitely more of a noticeable divot in this one, which is Lucky You, also Softcore, and then this one down here, which is Made to Last. There's definitely, you can tell that those have been used more, but we're nowhere near hitting pan on them. But we have pan in these 2, so we're gonna roll 2 new shades in as we remove these. I've already chosen the shades. I'm still trying to keep them cohesive, so I didn't want to just do a random shade. First one I'm going to roll in is 143, this beautiful fuchsia matte. I remember loving this shade. This might, was this in a palette? I feel like there's a color in one of the palettes that I loved. I use all the time. Maybe there's a color similar to that in the Good Sport palette. Ooh, get up here. But you can't eat the makeup. Sir, you're being a menace to society. So that is the first shade. It'll still work with these other shadows. And then the second is called Tea Garden. This is another shifty green, but it's more of a, it's almost like a reddish green shift. And this is softer already. I can tell by swatching it. So I'm hoping, oh my gosh, look how beautiful that shade is. I'm hoping that this will work quickly, but I thought these would work well together. This will look nice with the orange. Like, you know, I'm trying to make a cohesive look here while still utilizing all of the shades, you know? So I have to make a new little sheet here, or tape over it or something. I don't know. So this is what the new palette looks like. Hopefully we will have more progress before 5 months, because it's not going as quickly as I was expecting. I don't know why I thought it was going to go very quickly, but I guess that was just my hope. You know, I'm a positive person. But anyway, we have pan in 2 single shadows and a bunch more to go. If you are doing a pan those singles project or anything like that, there's probably a catchier name for this. This is probably basically part of pan and everything, because that is also a project that I'm doing. I'm focusing on eyeshadows first, because I have a lot of eyeshadow, but I also don't have a lot of pan in complexion, blush, you know, things like that. That's the update for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. George is just standing on the table, so you probably hear him smacking his lips because he's right by the camera. Yeah, I am making fun of you. If you guys are doing a pan in everything, or pan those palettes, whatever you want to call this type of project, I would love to know how your progress is going. These older ColourPop palettes and shadows are much more difficult to pan than I was anticipating. So this is a learning experience, but that's okay. It is still fun to use, and I'm definitely already gotten more use on 9 single shadows in 5 months than I have years prior. So that's really the goal, is just using what we have. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are new to my channel, I would love if you would subscribe. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. Do you have something to say? Okay. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. George, look. What is this?